Hello, this is Chef Janie, and today we are making a chicken and vegetable dish, a little combination between an Alfredo sauce, kind of a sweet Alfredo sauce. I haven't named it yet. Maybe you guys can help me do that. The first thing you want to do is put a little olive oil in your saute pan, and you want a little bit of garlic, chopped garlic, and you want to saute about 6 pieces, small pieces of chicken breast tenderloin. And you want to cut this into bite-sized pieces, okay? Then we're going to remove it from the pan, put it in a bowl, and set it aside. Meanwhile, we're going to boil about 4 quarts of water. That's for our pasta. And then we're going to add some more olive oil, some more, maybe a tablespoon of butter, and some more chopped garlic. And then we're going to add some onions and some mushrooms, and we're just going to give that a stir, and we're just going to let those mushrooms sweat for just a minute. And when this is done sweating, we're just going to add some carrots, here we go, and some celery. Okay, and we're going to cook the carrots and the celery in with the mushrooms and the onions for about 5 minutes, till they're nice and tender. Now after about 2 minutes, I'm just going to add a little bit of water, about 1/4 cup, or some chicken broth, beef broth, whatever, it all works. I forgot to thaw it out, so I'm just using water, and that's fine because we're going to have plenty of flavor in here. If you want to, at this point, you could even add like a cube of the little beef cubes, the little beef stock cubes that you pre-freeze in the freezer. That's fine too. And we're going to put the lid back on this, and we're going to simmer this for another, an additional 5 minutes. Now we're just going to drop in our pasta, and we're going to cook this according to the package directions till al dente. Okay, now we're just going to check on our vegetables. They're getting nice and tender, but I'm going to add about 2 more minutes here. So that's been about 12 minutes altogether. Okay, next we're going to add this fresh spinach. Just sprinkle that on like so, and this is going to cook down. This. Just going to give that a toss. Put on the lid. And we're going to cook this for 2 to 3 minutes. Now once your spinach has kind of cooked down, you'll know when it's done. It'll look like the stuff Popeye eats. You'll want to add your chicken back into the pan. And again, we're just going to give this a toss. Okay? Now to this, we're going to add 1 cup of heavy cream. This is heavy cream. Okay. And again, we're just going to give this a stir and bring this up to almost a simmer. There we go. Now to this, we're going to add salt to taste, some fresh ground pepper, some rub sage, and a couple of pinches of thyme that's been crushed. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of real butter. You could use salted or unsalted, but since I added the salt, I went with unsalted butter. And again, we're just going to give this a stir. In between the sun and the plate here. This is what it looks like with the sun shining on it. So I got to kind of stand off to the side here. Okay. Now we're just going to bring the lid back on here, and we're just going to bring this up to temperature. And for a little bit of heat, I'm going to add just a pinch of crushed red peppers. Now when that's up to temperature, I'm just going to add enough heavy whipping cream to make a nice sauce. Because I like my pasta saucy. I like extra sauce. So I'm just going to give that a stir and bring that up to temperature as well. Until it's in a soft bubble. Is there such thing as a soft bubble? I don't know, an easy simmer? How's that sound? At this stage, I'm going to bring this up to a little bit of a simmer here. I'm also going to add about a half a block of cream cheese. I'm just going to kind of drop it in there in chunks. Give this a stir. And you can use light cream cheese if you'd like, if you're on a diet. You can use a light whipping cream if you like. Now to this, I'm also going to add just a pinch of sugar. Here you can see it's just a little bit, not much at all. Now at this stage, I'm going to add a cup of sour cream. And again, you can use light sour cream if you like. Stir that in gently. Now at this stage, I'm just going to add a couple of drops, about a quarter of a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And again, we're just going to give that a stir. And we're going to taste sample this sauce when this is kind of bubbling, simmering, and kind of melded together. And we're going to adjust the salt and pepper and the other spices at this stage. So go ahead and add more spices, more salt, if it needs it. Okay, and once I've added some more salt and pepper, keep that simmering. We're going to add a little bit of this cran cherry juice. It's by Ocean Spray, and it's their cranberry cherry flavored juice. And I only put about a quarter of a cup in there. A quarter to half a cup will do it. You can use wine if you like. Just be sure and cook the alcohol of the wine off. Or cooking sherry, I suppose, works too. I like the cranberry cherry flavoring of the Ocean Spray. And then to thicken this up, we're going to add about a half a cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. We're just going to give this another stir. And we're going to let this simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. Very low simmer. And this will get nice and thick. And then we're just going to serve this over our pasta. Oops. Now we're just going to plate this. Look how nice and rich that sauce is. This just tastes absolutely delicious. Now that we've plated this, we've just topped this with some crumbled feta cheese. You can use crumbled goat cheese or even some more shredded Parmesan cheese. You can decorate this with a little collar, some parsley or cilantro if you like. And we're just going to give this a try. And you can use fettuccine. Remember, my noodles are gluten-free because I have to be gluten-free. That is absolutely delicious. You can really taste the flavors of the sauce and of the vegetables, and that's really important in any dish. This is Chef Janie Pendleton for Gluten-Free Foods. Enjoy. Here in the sun, look at it. You're all like little squares from the lattice. Go ahead and give it a try. Isn't that good? It's nice and fresh. Vegetables are great for a spring day, aren't they? Right here. What should we call this? This is the fun thing about making up a recipe. I have to find a name for it. Actually, that's the hard part. Cooking is the fun, easy part. Naming it, that's the hard part. What do you think we should name this?
It's good.
How about garden vegetable Alfredo?
Mm.
Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you have it. This is Chef Janie Pendleton with Gluten-Free Foods. Enjoy.
Very good.
I like mushrooms. I'm going to give that a try.